Welcome to Excel Tips and tip number 57, and today we're going to show you something pretty cool, which is integrating Google Maps with Excel. Something I didn't think was previously possible, but clearly it is, and Excel continues to baffle me on a daily basis. So essentially we've set up the fields here of information we get, and to bring this back to a real life scenario, say you've got a client listing where you actually need to bring up addresses from a database and have a map for the person to use. Perfect tool for it right here. You populate it in, get the map out, print it out, send it out to whoever needs that map, and then you can keep going on and on. So I'm going to show you the tool work, and then I'm going to show you how to build it up again. So essentially we've got the address in this URL as a formula. It's going to grab the different elements from up here, but the underlying is the Google Maps address up to the geocode part, and then we've put in Excel. So let's just go with a commercial city address at the moment. So it will be Perth, state WA, and country Australia. We hit map, and it zooms straight in. And you can see it will come up with the alternatives, but that's where it's actually come up with the right address right there. So now how this is done, simply put, we've grabbed all the different elements. So C2, the house number or the address number, street, suburb, state, and country, and we've put them into a string. That's how Google caches its search results. So that is simply that bit there. That's the address. That's fine. Putting on a button is simple enough. If you don't have the developer tab, I'm using 2010, so it's slightly different for 2007. Testing my memory a little bit. You go to the round button in the top corner, up where my file cursor is at the moment. You go Excel Options, in Popular, and then I think it's the third or fourth tick box down, Show Developer tab in the ribbon on that first Popular page. Slightly different in 2010. Options. Let me see if I can remember it. Advanced, and I think it's in here somewhere. I forget, it's so long since I turned it on last. Someone's going to point it out. Either way, it's somewhere in here. I'm sure if you're using 2010 like I am, you've probably already got developers switched on. But if you don't, I'm sure it's in advanced under one of the menus. Customize ribbon. Sorry, no, I lied. That's right. Customize ribbon 2010. You tick on developer. There we go. That's how it's done. I knew it was slightly different in 2010. So, okay, now we've got the developer tab up. To get the map up, you say Insert, you go More. It's exactly the same for 2007. You go down and Microsoft Web Browser. Grab that, put it in. You'll stretch it out to the full length that you want it. Now, the next step is you say Insert Form Control, ActiveX Control. You put in a button. Once you put in the button, let me just go to Design Mode. Double-click that. It will bring up your VBA. So Web Browser 2, if you've put it in for the first time, it's probably going to be Web Browser 1. If you've used a couple of them, Web Browser 2, 3, or 4. Navigate. Then you're going to give it its navigation instructions using the active sheet on range C8 and that value. So if I go back to my sheet, you'll see C8 is that address. So when I basically what it's saying is when I press that button, we want the web browser, which is just down here below when I turn design mode off, to navigate to whatever that address is saying. As simple as that. Yeah, nice and easy, and a pretty useful tool if you ever need some mapping based on addresses which you've somehow pulled out of a database.